I can't believe I'm here with Dino Casino. Dino Casino, is that Native American?
I almost brought the Bull Dino hat. I thought,
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to do that many changes. I thought I'll just be Diamond Dean for this, but
I kind of wondered what you were going to show up, who you were going to show
yeah,
up as.
no, it's been Diamond Dean since last June, I think,
Yeah?
or late May, maybe.
That's the conception
Yeah, it was because of the
Diamond Dean?
Elvis movie.
Oh, I thought you'd been doing that for a while.
No, in the trailer, he was wearing that suit, and I thought, I could wear a suit. I could be the Elvis of comedy.
Oh, so it's that new that you've been... I thought you'd been wearing the suit for a while.
The irony is, I was getting tired of wearing the jacket as Dino Casino. So I thought, I need to change. It's too hot. Then I get jacket and a tie. I'm like, oh my, went the other way. So
wait, the jacket and the tie. So if it's just jacket, it's Dino Casino.
If it's the tweed jacket. It's my late father's jacket. So I always felt like it was a, nod to the
nice
beginnings.
I was going to ask what's your favorite jacket, but is that...
I'd like this one.
This one?
This is the, what's the word?
Is it
ultimate or consummate Dino or Diamond Dean? Sorry, Diamond Dean jacket.
Fucking getting confused in your own personalities here.
I got these from John Conyer at the Pink Piano.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was moving or something, and he let LJ know. He said, "Let Dino Casino know I got a bunch of jackets," and I got them, and I was like, "Okay, I could do something with this."
All right.
So.
Sweet. Well, that totally changes my perception. I thought Dino Casino had been around.
Well, Dino Casino was, it's been a few years on that one.
Oh, okay.
It was Bull Dino like 2015 or 2016. The origin of that was this guy where I was working told me there was this vitamin shop called Vitamin Shop, SHOPPE. And I was driving there, and then I was at a red light or something, and there was a One Blood bloodmobile. But in the rearview mirror, it looked like it was all lowercase. So the D's and the B's looked like the opposite. So it looked like Bull, BOOLDENO. And I was like, Bull Dino. I'm like, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
But I don't spell it that way, but that's where that name came from. Dino Casino, honestly, that's from Hannah Montana. I was like,
what? Really?
Well, not from the show, but I patterned it after her name because I was like, that's such a catchy name, and she's making millions. It's like Dino Bambino. I thought, that's cool because that's my initials. I was like, it still doesn't sound as cool. And I was like, Dino Casino. I'm like, now that sounds cool.
That is good.
And it's got the K sound, which is supposed to be a really good.
Yeah. Good rhythm to it. Dino Casino.
Yeah. Might go back to that. I don't know.
Yeah.
At some point, I might actually use my name.
Yeah? Just Dean?
Yeah. I tried doing Justine, but then they were calling me Justine. Not just saying Dean. They were saying Justine. I'm like,
fucking assholes.
I know. It's the kind of world we live in.
Yeah.
And then Diamond Dean, I was working Uber Eats, and I got over 600 points. I made Diamond. I'm like, Diamond Dean. All right.
Well, that one was just given to you then.
Yeah. They're all kind of given from the universe.
Yeah. This is true. I think... I like to visualize creativity as it's just all the shit in the universe is flying by in this fucking whirlwind, and you're just trying to hold on to a little aspect, just a little chunk of something.
And it comes and goes.
Oh yeah.
This morning I had this idea. Then I think I had a second idea. I can't really remember. Then when I had the second idea, I was like, I didn't write the first one down. So I remembered the first one, but then I forgot the second one. If there was a second one, I really don't remember. So I got up and typed out the first one. I was like,
yeah, you got to take those notes quick.
I
fucking lost one yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like if I'm driving or something, I'll just hit the video. It's like, I'll say the date and the time, just so, I don't know why. And then I'll say the joke. I did that in an elevator once, and it was like a 7-second joke.
Captain's log.
Yeah. Exactly.
Live
long and prosper.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're a Trekkie as well, huh?
Well, I like Star Trek, Star Wars. I like them both, but
okay.
I just think, in accordance with the thinking of Spock, this is the most logical greeting you can give to anybody. Live long and prosper. Who's going to complain about that?
Yeah. That's all.
I wanna live short and be unprosperous.
How dare you put that on me?
I know, right?
Live long and prosper. What show would you want to be on if you could be on any show?
Oh God, I love the show Psych. That's not on anymore.
Oh, Psych was really good.
Psych was just fun, and you could tell they had fun making it. Even the episode that was really intense, where he got shot. You know, it wasn't even that funny, but it was still a great episode. And it has the comedy, it has the cultural references, it has the mystery. I mean, there's so many things that made that work, and it even had the love story with him and Jules, so that was cool.
Oh yeah.
I would love to have been in Seinfeld. That would have been awesome.
I just finished watching Seinfeld.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling everybody. I watched it all the way through. It took me like 6 weeks.
Oh, yeah. The Red Dot. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
That was the first. I think that was the one I saw. I was like, oh, I got to tape these. So after that, I started taping them every week. Of course, it's VHS. Can't really watch them. I have them on DVD now, but even then, I haven't watched them in a long time because I've seen them all.
Yeah.
Friends was right up there. They're great shows.
Oh, yeah, Friends was pretty good. I watched that. I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's on Netflix. If you ever get the itch.
Well, the little TikTok videos come up with bloopers and stuff from there all the time. I'm like, oh, that's great.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like how like 90s TV is starting to make it into TikTok reels. Shit. So what I ask only because of the jacket, but what game show would you host if you could host any game show? Especially when every time Dino Casino is announced, I just think, all right, game show's starting. I don't know what it is.
Well, Let's Make a Deal would be fun when people win stuff, but I don't know. It had to be fun to be Alex Trebek because you could act like you knew the answer already.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what is the capital of blah, blah, blah? Well, it's obviously blah, blah, blah city.
I wonder how many times people came up on the street and asked him like random trivia.
Right.
Thinking he was just some genius.
Encyclopedic knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, how does he know it every time? What's the other one? Oh, Wheel of Fortune. I think.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I think Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah, just.
My folks used to watch that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something so exciting. They amp you up.
Yeah. And they were nice. They kept Vanna White on the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Most of those places, you got a short shelf life if you're a lady, and it was sad. That just
bring in the next beautiful woman.
Yeah, yeah. It's like Batman
this one
and
has
Robin.
expired.
Like Batman and Robin. It's like, oh, Joker killed that one. I'll go get another one.
So what's your comedic influences? I have no idea what you're into.
Well, I did actually write a series called How to Write Comedy Jokes.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
We'll link down below on Amazon. Yeah, Kindle.
Volume 3. My four main influences. Well, the first volume is just jokes in general. The second volume, like different types of jokes, like over 100 types of jokes. Third volume is like how to write and there's Woody Allen, Steve Martin, Brian Regan, Mitch Hedberg.
Oh, you break it down.
Each one's got their own section, and then there's some brief tidbits on some other comedians, but those are the 4 main ones where I really analyze stuff. Like Mitch Hedberg, I saw where he did a joke. He has that joke, rice is great when you're hungry and you want 2,000 something. I saw an earlier version where he said spaghetti, and I'm like, okay, I should rewrite.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to change something.
Yeah, the trick is rewriting. And then even Brian Regan's got this famous thing about Pop-Tarts. Well, there's a version of it on Comedy Central, but then there's the other version on I Walked on the Moon, and I'm like, oh, yeah, he improved this. So it was very enlightening on how to, get stuff better. And then Mitch Hedberg, his Comedy Central special, the unedited version, he's actually dying for the whole thing. Then he just sits down. He's like, well, that's my time. I'll just keep going. And then he relaxes, and then he's hilarious. And then they take footage of them laughing and edit it to the beginning part. So there's jokes that didn't get a laugh. It's getting a laugh in the video. But they were funny jokes. It's just that, I don't know. Sometimes you just don't connect.
How long have you been using that awkward moment?
Oh, there's a girl named Annie that comes to the show every now and then.
Yeah.
And after the show one time, she goes, oh, you're funny. You're just so awkward. And I must have made a face. I don't know what happened. She's like, no, it's a good thing. Because I didn't say anything, but I must have made a face. She's like, no, it's a good thing. Well, Nick Allred, I think is his name, the guy that was he used to run the mics or the something at Pink Piano.
Okay.
And he had said, "Oh, you're so funny. You know, you're awkward." You know, so it was like, oh, the second person said it when Annie said it. So I thought I should look into this. So I've got all these file folders, open office file folders. I went through and I searched for the word awkward. So I copied and pasted and put it all in one folder. And then at some point I just came up with that awkward moment.
Nice.
And that'll fill in gaps too. Like if I've got to pull out my note sheet or if anything, I just say that awkward moment, that gets a laugh, and then I can go on to the next thing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool to have a catchphrase.
Yeah.
One day I want to have a catchphrase.
Well, the ultimate catchphrase is, I caught it. I thought of that. I just haven't used that joke yet. I caught it. Yeah, I'm always trying to think of catchphrases.
Yeah?
I've got another one's like, I haven't used it that much, though. You know you're in hell when... And then it's like, what Jeffrey Dahmer's your chef.
Oh, yeah.
Or Vlad the Impaler's your masseuse. Those would... I didn't have that many to make it a catchphrase, but I do that every now and then. You know you're in hell when... You just say that opening line and they laugh. I don't even have to say anything else, really, but it helps to have a joke to follow it up.
Yeah. It's nice when there's a punchline to come after.
What's crazy is when a joke that usually works just suddenly doesn't work.
Oh, yeah?
Like,
that'll happen.
Tonight on Hell's Got Talent, Judas and Hitler juggle burning puppies. And that, in a comedy club atmosphere, that usually gets a laugh. I remember doing that at Long Live Vintage, and they all just looked at me. And they're like, oh, they took it all too seriously or something. So then I had to come up with another joke to close on, because that was going to be my closer, because I don't know what, I had an extra minute or whatever it was. I had to close, and then I did something about sharks, I think. I don't know. So this is fun, though. It's fun to chat about comedy.
Oh, yeah. That's what I would do all the time. Really, this is just an excuse to chat about comedy.
Yeah.
The podcast is a ruse.
Well, Mike Lee, who owns and runs the Laugh Out Lounge, he used to have an open mic at Hops and Vine on Florida Avenue, which is out of business now. But Donald Evans and Bill Kirkpatrick and we would stay after. We'd stay like midnight or something. The owners would be gone, even all the homeless people combined, bicycles, and it was crazy. But we would just talk about comedy. Sometimes Rashad would hang out. It just depended on the night. But it was just fun. We could talk about comedy for hours, which we did. And it was standing up outside. And if it was hot out, it was hot out. There's, But it was fun. It's always fun to talk about comedy. There's so many things to it.
Yeah. How long you been doing it?
Off and on, I'd say my whole life. But,
okay.
I got into it when Mike Lee started the open mics over at the Ramada Inn, which is now something else. They had those there, and then it moved to Hops and Vine. And then there was a gap of time in there, so I don't know if there was somewhere else, but then he got the comedy club here.
So what have you written other comedy aside from stand-up? Have you?
Yes.
Because I know aside from the books, you write a lot.
Yeah. I've written, over 20 screenplays.
Oh, really? Like full-length feature film?
Yeah.
Screenplays?
I tried to write a horror movie.
Yeah?
But, you're supposed to make it different than what everybody else has seen. So it came out funny. It was like, okay, so the opening's funny. Then I did the next scene. It was even funnier. It was like crazy slapstick. I'm like, okay. Then I was like, okay, it's a comedy. I can't help it. It's a comedy.
Damn.
I tried. It's called Gush.
That name. It sounds like a comedy horror flick. Gush.
I thought it came out really well. And I have a friend of mine that does movies. Well, I haven't met him, but we're friends online. I had an ad somewhere like, I'll write jokes for your film. And he messaged. I said, sure. And then I said like $110. I had at least 11 jokes, and if you don't like them, let me know. And then when I got his script, something about looking at somebody else's script, I'm able to cut stuff out and edit. I edited like crazy, and he loved it. It was fun. Damn. And I don't know how many jokes I edited, more than 11, but he was so cool with it. And then he sent me something else, and then another time it was a short film, and he's like, okay, I can't really pay you on this one, but just go do your thing, and then you'll get a writing credit at IMDb. So my one writing credit is
nice. So it actually happened.
The evolution of dating. It's the evolution of romance. I forget what it's called now, but yeah, it's my one little thing. And then now we've got this arrangement where it's like, okay, I can't pay you, you can't pay me, but You send me a script, I'll send you a script. We go through each other's scripts
Yeah?
and say suggestions and stuff, and it's super fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sometimes I feel bad because he'll find something really good, and all of a sudden it's like, I don't feel like I'm getting as good as I did before, but we each find something that helps the other, so it works out.
Nice. I should, I don't know, I should reach out to the internet more for writing assistance.
Yeah.
They've been giving me some, the people out there on the internet. They've been giving me some good "you look like" sort of inspiration.
But I've gotten on all sorts of social media lately. It's wild.
Yeah, you better watch out. It'll rot your brain.
Hashtag Dean says.
Hashtag Dean says. I always like that you include your Cash App on the memes you
Oh,
create.
yeah. I posted my set from last week. I put it on Facebook. It's like at least 24 views. Nobody hit like. Nobody made a comment. And I'm wondering it's because the opening thing is the title and the my Cash App stuff. I wonder if they think they got to pay to watch it. I'm like, no, I said in the thing, my Valentine's gift to you. So I don't know. But I had a big disclaimer because there were a couple jokes that I thought if people take them out of context, it's going to make me look really bad. What?
Kind of racy stuff?
No, it was just plays on words that if you took it literal, you'd be highly offended.
Oh, okay.
I think most of my stuff's that way, though. It's all plays on words. It's all supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
But not everybody gets that, I guess. Or people just want to look for mean things. Because you can find mean stuff in anything.
Oh, yeah. I get all sorts of hate on the internet.
Oh, that's crazy.
And all my
Then you know you've made it.
That's it. I do think I made it because for the first time, somebody defended me in a comment.
Oh, then you really, really made it. Yeah. That's awesome.
A stranger went hard on me, and another stranger came to my defense.
Do you explain how comedy works? That's always the defense. Like, look, it's a joke. Like Joan Rivers had to defend herself one time because she did some joke, and then the lady said, "Oh, I have a deaf daughter," or something, whatever she said. I can't remember what the condition was. And then she just said, "Look, it's just," and then she's like, "Am I grandmother?" or whatever. She just started screaming at her for like 5 minutes. It's like, wow. And it's sad that you've got to do that, but
yeah, explain
it's like,
yourself.
I don't understand why people who don't have a sense of humor go to comedy shows, though.
Oh, well.
Unless they're just trying to stir up strife.
I don't think anybody thinks they don't have a sense of humor.
That's the problem. They don't know. Do you have a writing regimen?
Not lately. I started to slack off, and I feel it. I feel bad about it. I need to get myself back on. Every Monday, I used to sit down and actually type at a computer.
Cool.
I would type out all my ideas for the week. I'd start expounding upon them, start adding tags, work
that's cool.
premises into one-liners. And then I stopped doing that. And now I just kind of do everything on the fly. So I never feel super confident going into a set now.
Oh,
Because it's like every Monday I'd have that shit worked out and I'd be ready to do it Monday night.
Where'd you go Monday night?
It was Cafe Hay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I went there probably like 40 times last year.
Oh, wow.
And then recently it's been The Gimmick.
I've heard of that. I've never been there.
Yeah. It's a cool spot. Really cool venue. The owner, Sean. I don't even know Sean's last name, but the owner, Sean.
Gimmick by Sean.
Real cool guy. Yep. Vintage Gimmick.
A lot of people are cool. I can't think of anybody who has a club that isn't cool, but maybe I haven't been out that much. I don't know.
Yeah. Mike's cool.
Yeah, Mike's
Sean's cool. Adam Lowry at Madcaps. Cool dude.
I haven't been to that one either.
Oh, Madcaps?
I need to get out more.
You do need to get out. You hang around Polk County too much. All right. So, screenplays, books.
I write songs every now and then.
Yeah.
They're not always funny. Usually they're not funny, but I have a couple funny ones, like the one I did last Friday, which I might do at the Laugh Out Lounge, so I don't want to ruin it.
Okay.
But they knew it was funny. I intro it as this song that it's...
You don't want to do it a cappella on the podcast right now?
Well, I introduced it saying, I wrote a song about a friend dying, and then a friend died. I feel responsible. Had I known that was going to happen, I would have written a song about marrying a billionaire bikini supermodel who owns a chocolate factory. And then I get into the song, and it's funny right away. The original version, it wasn't funny right away.
Oh.
And then people would zone out, and I'd get to the funny part, and I'd know who was listening because they'd be laughing because it's crazy. Because I remember being at the Pink Piano, and I'm like, okay, the two guys at the bar are listening, nobody else is because they're cracking up.
Yeah, Mike and Tyler, the two guys at the bar. They're only The only two guys that are always at the bar. Yeah, they've got some supportive patrons over there. Some real nice folks at the Pink Piano.
That's another lesson in rewriting, though, because I totally scrapped the first verse. I scrapped the intro, and I just do verse, chorus.
You know, I have the hardest time doing rewrites on songs. Most of the songs I have, they're exactly...
Once you marry the lyric to the music, it's hard to divorce them as...
Yeah, I guess I hadn't considered that.
Yeah.
Like it's like a double solid, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like you
It's cemented
stamped it
there.
in gold, and you don't want to melt the gold.
Gold, all gold. So musically, what are you into? I'm gonna guess Beatles.
Yeah.
Beatles fan. Have we
Beatles fan.
talked about that at some point, or am I really just
Well,
guessing?
I had the joke, let's see. When I drink, I quote Jaws. When I don't know who's going to watch this.
Oh.
I quote Beatles songs, and when I do both, I tell Nazi jokes at a wedding. Because I was at Jack and Amanda's wedding. Do you know Jack Johnson?
No, I've seen you post about him. He came out here once.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
I
He's
think a long time
hilarious,
ago.
but he's super tall. He's super cool, super chill. And there's a delay in the food, and so
At the wedding?
Yeah,
Okay.
and he said, "Well, you get up there." I'm like, "Okay." So I got up there, and I didn't do the kitchen's routine. I'll call it that.
Yeah.
Because I figured I didn't know the whole crowd, and I didn't want his family to get mad. But I did Nazi Sharks,
Nice.
which is a fun routine. I've got to do that one again because I just love that one,
Yeah.
especially since I rewrote and chiseled stuff that I love. I took out because
Oh.
nobody would laugh. And then I realized,
That's a bummer.
oh yeah, the movie Jaws is over 40 years old.
Yeah, before my day.
I know.
Yeah, that's a thing I struggle with. I want to say the things I want to say.
Yeah.
I don't want to always have to take the audience into consideration. If we left it all up to them, where would we be?
It's a give and take.
Yeah.
You got to do what you're happy with, but if it's not working with the audience, then you're not working.
Yeah, you got to
So,
make it work and
yeah.
slip your little for you lines in there.
But rewriting is the key to everything,
Yeah.
even in the kitchen's routine. You know what I
Okay.
mean, right?
Yeah.
I had that song, Superstar, but I had a different lyric. And I thought, well, I'm just saying what I said before. That's probably why it's not going over. So then I came up with that other line, and it's like, oh, that's the best part of the thing now.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, okay. rewrite.
Yeah, I got my hot dog joke has like 8 tags now.
Oh, that's cool.
So I
That's the dream.
yeah, one that just gives you a bunch of tags. That
Like the
just start-
Dufresnes, though. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
that's such a simple routine, but boom, 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 boom. He gets like 9, maybe 11 laughs in 1 minute. 'Cause I timed it.
Yeah.
So I read, one of the things I read a long time ago was How to Do Killer's Comedy or something by
Yeah.
Steve Roy, which I found helpful. And he talked about laughs per minute. Another book that's really good, Andy Johnson, he's talked about this one too. It's Jerry Corley's Breaking the DNA of Comedy.
Yeah, I've
That's been
watched
really
Jerry
good.
Corley's
Yeah,
videos.
he's got great videos. Those have been helpful.
He's probably got the most like comprehensive just how comedy works in one curriculum, I guess.
Yeah.
He's really trying to figure it out like psychologically.
Yeah.
as
Oh, yeah.
well.
It gives you another way to look at it. What I thought was funny, though, is he's like, oh, yeah, I used to write 150 jokes a day. But then he uses some of the same jokes 2 or 3 times. I'm like,
I
well, if you
know.
wrote 150 jokes, you could not
Yeah.
repeat your jokes in
Give
this.
us a few
Yeah.
different examples here. Yeah, I noticed that too. I thought that was funny.
Good times. But he's
Yeah.
cool, and it seems like he's... What I do is, this Jerry Seinfeld once said he writes every day, and
Okay.
then he puts a circle on the calendar after he does it. And so he links it, so it's like a big chain. He's like, don't break the chain. So I write every day.
You write every day?
I used to write for an hour, and then I'd
Oh.
write for an hour plus, then do the comedy. And I was like, that's too much.
An
and then-
hour of what? Just free flow?
It was supposed to be, yeah.
I try to do that sometimes. It is so tough.
And it's once you start writing, I don't know what to write, and you write that for
Yeah.
3 paragraphs, it's like, okay, I should do something different. But I'll write, now I do at least 30 minutes. Sometimes it's well over an hour. Like the other day, I had some routine. I went on for a couple hours or so, but
Whoa, just working on
once you're
one
on
routine?
something, It might have been the one I'm doing tonight.
Well, you better have trimmed it down from a couple hours to.
No, I mean, you go back,
Yeah.
you rewrite, you copy and paste it, and then you trim it down. I try to keep the old version in case there's something I like, because sometimes I'm like, oh, what did I have before?
That's one thing I've learned is always keep the old version. As soon as I get a different idea for it, start a new line, rewrite the whole thing.
Yeah.
With the change.
The reason I started doing that was, I could write a section, like I like adding special features to the book series. So I could show how I edited this joke. So I did that for some. I need to go through that and update it because that was probably over 10 years ago when I wrote all that.
Yeah?
But
Are there... Okay, so you said you've been doing it on and off for forever. Are there any, like, VHS floating around out there of some early set or something that...
I went to McCurdy's Comedy Club in the 90s. I don't remember if it was 93 or 97.
I'm going there for the first time in, like, 2 weeks.
Well, I took their course. It was a 6-week course.
Okay.
And then the highlight was you got to perform.
Yeah.
And is that the place? Somewhere I got up to perform, and I'm the guy who brought the VHS tape, but they didn't start taping until after my set.
Oh.
And she's like, oh, can I borrow that to get my thing? I said, I'm not on it. You can keep it.
Oh. Wow.
But I got the audio of it, and it was
Okay.
one of my favorite performances because when Les McCurdy, who runs the club, he owns the club with his wife, Pam, who I grew up with. Excuse me.
Nice.
And he found out the lady in front was married to a Marine or engaged to a Marine, something involving Marine, and a very attractive woman too. And I said this joke, and only one person was laughing in the back, and I said, I love you, whoever you are. And then I was like, if you weren't dating a Marine, and I got such a big laugh.
Nice.
So it's fun when you ad-lib and it works.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I record everything now.
That is good. I ad-libbed for the first time on Monday night.
Oh.
I mean, aside from, just like a random tag or something.
Yeah.
Just like fucking started talking and shit came out funny.
Yeah.
And it felt like the best thing I've ever felt.
Oh, yeah.
And it went by like that.
It's so amazing when it works.
Yeah, it was only like 45 seconds, but it literally felt like...
It's like a superpower.
A little jump in time.
And then I end up using that as part of the joke going forward, and that ends up being the funniest part of the joke.
Yeah. I just got to learn how to do that and not be just absolutely vulgar. How do I do that and not just talk about dicks?
Right?
Will I ever get over talking about dicks?
My goal is to be a clean comedian, and I don't use profanity.
Yeah.
But the stuff I talk about is not church
still
material.
Broach some,
say
big boy subjects.
I say some things, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I need to get back to where I don't have all those awkward moments.
Yeah. It's good to have I've been calling them fail saves. I think other people call them save lines.
Savers or something, yeah.
It's like that thing you can say to just, turn that bomb around. When
I just say that awkward moment. That's what's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an incredible tool. That's a good one. Saves you a lot of pain.
I remember doing my Christmas show. I call it Christmas because I had a set right before Christmas. And I was doing this joke. And then I couldn't remember the next line. I said, I don't remember the next line, but I already said the funny part and you didn't laugh, so.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's one to remember and put in your back pocket. Yeah, I was reading a book called Running the Light by Sam Talent.
Oh,
it's a really good book. It's a fiction.
Okay.
Based on like an old Road Dogg comic.
Oh, okay. Running the Light.
Running the Light. It's really good. Really, really good read. And one thing he kind of outlined in that is all the crowd work, all the quick responses.
Oh, okay.
Those are just like locked and loaded in the back pocket.
Oh, see, I need to work on crowd work. I don't do that.
Me too.
Donald Evans is a genius at crowd work. He can do a whole show of crowd work.
Yeah.
He performed with Rashad and Joe Latham. Oh, God, was there somebody else? I know it was at least the three of them. Then when he got up there, he was doing his material and he felt like it wasn't flowing as well. And then there was some lady, I don't remember, she was like 97 or 87 or something.
Oh, goodness.
Argentinian. And then he was acting like they were going to get together or something, go on a cruise. Or I don't remember exactly what, but he did most of his set, it was like 20 minutes or so of just crowd work, doing that, just ad-libbing in the moment. It was crazy.
Oh, I want to achieve that. How do I achieve that? If only that could be downloaded like the Matrix.
Right?
Fucking give me that chip.
Yeah. That'd be cool if they could do that. You just take the little capsule and then,
yeah. Now
I know non sequiturs.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. 1 to 10. How much did it smell like a fart when you got in here?
I didn't notice.
No? Okay. I only farted in it twice today. One was about 4 hours ago, and one was about about an hour ago.
Okay.
Like 15 minutes before you got here.
It aired out well.
Good. I left the doors open.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
I thought you just needed room to get around.
Yeah. It was
All
a good
makes sense
excuse.
now.
Yep. I have a hard time motivating myself to clean this car for every guest. So not every guest. Sorry, you were on the list of guests that didn't get a cleaned car.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's cool that you do this. I like it. It's a fun podcast, and it's a pleasure to be on here. And it's an honor and a privilege.
Perfect. So what do you do for a bomb meal? What's your go out and soothe yourself after you ate shit on stage? What's that look like for you?
It's usually so late at night, I just go home.
No, you don't fucking
no.
eat a pound of sugar on your way home? No cheeseburgers?
Hyro's cool. He knows I want a bag of popcorn after I get done eating, because I can't eat before I go up. And there's really nothing else there, so he brings me a bag of popcorn. I'm like, Hyro's cool.
Nice. I hate that I plan my whole day around when I'm going on stage. Like, okay, I got to eat by like 3:30 so that it's all kind of digested by the time I get up at 8. Man, no bomb meal. Nothing. You're not a
comfort food guy.
Yeah. No? Wow. That's awesome. Good for you. And I guess you're not fat and but you must
I don't
take
bomb
care of
that
yourself.
much.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean at least once a week I gotta fucking get a Checkers milkshake in me to recover, to just not feel awful about what I just did on stage. I'm still doing it.
I do want to say the Laugh Out Lounge. It is super fun to perform at a real comedy club.
Oh yeah.
There's pictures of comedians on the walls. And then Long Live Vintage, super fun there. It's a whole very intimate vibe almost. You feel like you're really connecting with people, and it's just fun all around. So
yeah,
it's like the two main places I'm performing now. I'm gonna thumbs up.
Hell yeah, it's a good environment here in Winter Haven.
Yeah, very
friendly people. I've always felt that about Winter Haven. I used to come out here drinking with friends.
Oh, okay.
Like when I was 18, this was the place I'd come underage drinking when I was young and dumb. So yeah, I actually hung out in Winter Haven quite a bit for several years. Yeah. Have you always been here?
Lakeland, yeah.
Lakeland? Yeah. Hell yeah. Born and raised?
Yeah.
Nice. I was born and raised in St. Pete.
My parents moved from Illinois right before I was born.
Oh,
so I thought, I was conceived in Illinois. And then it's like, no, we were visiting Grandpa one day who lived down here. I'm like, I'm conceived down here too.
Wow. Full on. Well, you're a Florida man.
Not the Florida man.
Well.
Just to clarify, when you read all those headlines, Florida man.
Dean has at no point been a headline.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I'm only laughing because that's a Mitch Hedberg joke too.
Oh, really?
Celebrating the 5th anniversary of you asking me that question.
That's hilarious. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, no, that's funny.
I think it's a good. Everybody should be thinking about
5 years. I hope I'm like super rich.
Oh, nice.
Happily married.
Yes. Some beautiful woman, I'm sure.
And then I would love to be famous enough to be able to do USO tours. I guess the dream would be to fly in on a Apache helicopter, land on a with an aircraft carrier.
Oh.
Do the show, everybody love it, and then get in.
Wow, USO. Huh.
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'd never.
You don't get paid for it. That's why I want to be famous enough. Because they want you. They'd have to want me to be there. And And I'd have to be successful enough where
You could
okay,
work for free.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. USO.
Like to make the world a better place.
I was a big fan growing up of like Bob Hope and Bing Crosby.
Right.
They were always
The
doing
road pictures were the best. Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the Road 2. Yeah, those were great films. I probably had 5 of them VHS taped off the TV at some point. I think there were 7 total.
I think so.
Yeah, the last one they did in color, and it was kind of weird. I saw it once, and it just didn't feel right.
But you could tell they had fun making them, and they would rib each other. It was just funny.
Yeah, they were a great duo.
There was one where something happened to Bing Crosby, so you think, oh, he's gone, and then he shows up years later, and there's Bob Hope with his wife Dorothy Lamour, because they got together since Bing wasn't there. He said, "Oh, kids, come here," and all the kids look like Bing Crosby.
Oh, yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, they broached pretty heavy subjects for how squeaky clean they were.
How censored it was, yeah.
They were back in the
they
day,
were
yep.
fun. And you could tell they had fun. That's what was cool.
Well, is that a podcast?
That's a podcast.
What time is it?
Yeah, we got to go sign up.
Sweet. All right. Well, this was fantastic.
Yeah.
I appreciate you doing this.
No, an honor and privilege. And like I said, you're doing great. You got the...
Thanks.
Okay. The legendary Miles Neff. I saw him perform at the Laugh Out Lounge, and I've seen him many times, but one time I'm sitting there thinking, wait a minute, this is how comedy's supposed to be. Because you had the delivery, you had the style, the persona, and I'm like, oh my, that's how it's supposed to be. So,
You sure
kudos
do.
to you, sir.
Thanks. You sure do know how to make me blush, Dean.
It's true. I told you that, I think, even right after it happened, or
Yeah.
next week whenever I saw you.
I think I remember.
I think that was
something
even
like
before
that.
Diamond Dean came around.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, I need a persona.
Nice.
I tried to have a persona, but I don't know if I have one or not.
Oh.
But I have a catchphrase.
Yeah.
2 now, if you count. I caught it! It'll catch on.
Yes, sir. What noise do you want for this fist bump?
Squeaky sound.
Oh, all right. Cool. I can do that. All right.
Or an explosion.
Or an explosion. Okay. One of the two.
Yeah.
All right. Somewhere in between. Like a squeaky explosion. An explosion at a squeak toy factory.
That sounds so wrong.
A squeaky explosion?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's something you got to watch out for.
That's what it smelled like when I got in here.
Yeah.
Call back.
Well, I'll see you in 3 minutes when we're inside the club.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye. Hey there, gluttons. Like and subscribe. Check out Dean Burkey and everything he's got going on Instagram at BurkeyDean, on the TikTok at The Diamond Dean. Check him out on Facebook or Cash App him. What's his Cash App? Let me look it up. It's right here. Cash App, # Dean Burkey. You got it. Check out Half Cash Bowl at halfcashbowl.com. Just find us. Thanks. Bye.